Hello YouTube, it's Millie. Welcome to BJD Vlog 5. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about BJDs, of course, and basically just like collecting them, what you can do with them, why I like them, how much they cost, and where can I get information about them. Okay, so first topic today, why do I like BJDs? This will also sort of cover what you can do with them mainly. Well, I like them because, for one thing, they are super posable, which is handy for lots of things like photos and stuff. They look way more realistic than if they could just sit there. Yeah, so they look way cuter and they look more like little people, which I like personally. Yeah, and so that's one thing you can do with them. They're really good for taking photos because they're so posable and they're really cute. And yeah, so I like to write photo stories as well as just taking random like modeling shots of my dolls. um, so yeah, they're also really good for that because they're so lifelike, like how they move and stuff. They can look almost like small people, which is cool, I reckon. So yeah, that's one thing I like to do with them, and you can sew for them and make stuff for them. I don't really do much. I haven't really done much sewing for my dolls, but I probably will for my mini fees coming in. But I made this little pair of undies. Just like fix it up, which are kind of cute. Yeah, and so you can make stuff for them like wigs. Like I didn't make this wig, but you can see it's got like a seam and stuff. You can see sort of how you make it. There are like lots of tutorials on that on YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. So and you can make like jewelry for them, or yeah, all kind of stuff. You just have to be sort of creative. And there's heaps of stuff you can do though. Like you never run out of things to do with your BJDs. Well, I don't anyway. Yeah. So you can take them to meets and meet other people with like dolls and see all different dolls and stuff. And that's really cool, I reckon. So because you get like a really great chance to see all other people's dolls and stuff. So that's really cool. And yeah, so there's just like heaps of stuff you can do. Face ups, like if unless you get your doll with a face up or if you get a full set, they'll just be blank. So no eyebrows or eyelashes or face, like no definition color wise. So it'll just be the resin, all sculpted and pretty, but like nothing, no shading or eyebrows or eyelashes or anything. So I like to do face ups on my dolls. I haven't done hers because I got her with a face up, but and I really liked the face up, so I didn't wipe it. But yeah, so um, that's my like what I like to sort of do with my dolls. Yeah, a lot of people are more sort of sewing capable than I am, so they do a lot more sewing for their dolls. But yeah, so there's all this stuff you can do, and yeah, so that sort of is why I like BJDs and what can you do with them. Covered in one. Yeah. Okay, so where can I buy them? That is a super broad question because there are like hundreds of BJD companies. But you can buy them from heaps of places, but three really great resources for finding places to buy them or which dolls you like are one, YouTube, because if you just type in BJD, there are a lot of people talking about BJDs, and also there are reviews, which are like showing you how the dolls pose and stuff. Because like depending on what you want to do with your doll, like if you just want it to sit there and look pretty, then you probably don't need to pose that much. But if you like taking photos and stuff, then you might want a bit more posing. Like yeah, so all that kind of stuff. And you can see all the different types and things like that, like a lot of different types and how they compare to other ones. Yeah. Okay, and to Flickr. Flickr is a super good resource, in my opinion. Because if you type in BJD to Flickr, it'll come up with like a whole array of photos, all different BJDs, and also if you go to Flickr groups and then type in BJD as well, there are heaps and heaps of BJD groups, and you can see heaps of different types. So that's really good finding like a doll that you like, and then so if you find like a doll that you like, and then you can you can either like Google the doll company, and then usually the companies have a website, and yeah, so that's good way of finding a doll that you like, so then you can find the company that you want to buy it from. Some companies don't directly have it though, like where you can purchase the doll, so that will mean that you'll have to go through like a distributor such as Junkie Spot, Denver Doll, or Indulgence, or stuff like that. I'll put links to that. But yeah, and yeah, and then Den of Angels. If you don't have a Den of Angels account, I recommend getting one, because that's like the biggest the BJD forum there is, and I think so. That's really, really helpful, because you can see all the different people's dolls and what they've done with them, and it's amazing how like different each sculpt can look depending on what people do with it. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's sort of where you can buy them, because usually people just find like a company, like a doll that they like, then look up the company. So yeah, if you like Winter, or Mooble, my little Pookie, they're both from Fairyland, and I'll put a link to Fairyland in here, just because like there are heaps of other companies obviously and stuff like that, but just, you know, if you've been watching my videos and you like these particular dolls, that's where they're from. Yeah, and so that's where you can buy them. Okay, how much do they cost? Well, generally the tinies, like this size and smaller, are the least expensive, because yeah, they're smaller, and yeah, although some are like super, super small, and they're more expensive because they're so hard to make because they're so small, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so the cheapest doll I've seen was a tiny, and I think it was $50. But the most expensive doll I've seen was an SD, and I think that was like $2,000. So they can get very, very expensive. But, they're not all like that. But yeah, so you just have to sort of find a doll that's in your price range and work out like how much you're going to be able to spend on your doll and stuff like that. And yeah, because limited dolls are more expensive, but it also means that if you don't like it, then you can sell it for a good price later usually. But yeah, so you just have to sort of figure out what you want to spend, and if you're thinking you're going to be in the hobby for a long time and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's sort of how much they cost, which again wasn't very helpful because it's super, super broad. Okay, where can I get more information? Den of Angels, again, because they are so, so helpful to me. You can look up BJD on YouTube, and they have heaps of videos about BJDs and stuff like that. And you can also live journal. Sometimes has groups that has BJD stuff in it. Like, I'm Australian, and I'm part of like an Australian BJD community thing, so I know when meets are on and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And yeah, so that's sort of where you can get more information. I do recommend going to Den of Angels. And yeah, because it was really helpful to me, because I didn't know anything, and I'm still learning. So yeah, Den of Angels is super helpful. And yeah, so I hope that helped someone out there in the big wide world. Thank you so much to our 19 subscribers. It's very exciting. And thanks to you guys who comment, and yeah, we really appreciate it. And yeah, so we're glad you guys are enjoying our videos. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye!